In this video, we are going to tell you about some ideas for responsible AI use. It is important to mention at the very beginning that this short video is inspired by the book written by Holly Clark. The book is called The AI Infused Classroom. So if you like some of the ideas from this video, we definitely recommend this book for further reading. At the very beginning of this book, Holly mentions that she herself used ChatGPT to help her as she was working on this book. And she said that the process felt like leaning over and talking to a human next to me. I really like this thought because I felt that this is how we should approach AI. We should leverage this technology to become better writers, to prepare our students for the future, because the future is changing and the professions are changing. And it could really, if we train our students and educate them to learn the tools to their benefit, it could really feel like they're talking to a human next to them, brainstorming, bouncing off ideas, getting suggestions, right? She also said that it felt like having a writing assistant, instant editor, and respected advisor working alongside her. I thought those were thoughts that really illustrate how we should approach AI. Okay, so the first question is, do we have to know and teach about AI tools? Ms. Clark says yes, because you probably noticed this is one of the biggest changes that happened in the world of technology recently. It's a large scale shift. It is changing. It is changing education, but at the same time, education has already changed, and AI tools are just a response to how the world has changed. Think about just how you approach every day, right? How many times you consult your Alexa or Google or YouTube? How often do you search for YouTube videos, right? To learn a new skill or figure out how to do a new recipe. So the world has definitely changed, and the way we search for information has definitely changed. Therefore, writing is evolving too. So to prepare our students for the future, we could safely say that we are preparing them for jobs that are evolving, for jobs that may not even exist right now. And these new generations have a different attitude and different relationship with technology. So it may happen that they do not like our conventional teaching methods. They don't respond well to our conventional teaching methods. So we have a huge opportunity in front of us. We have an opportunity to, um, jump on that train that is not stopping, and use these tools to personalize learning, to democratize learning, to find ways to make learning accessible to everyone. So this question that seems to bother us all is how to prevent students from cheating, according to Clark, is the wrong question. What we really should be asking is, how do we supply each student with a writing assistant? And the way I see it, and the way this book also recommends, is there are multiple ways how we can, innovate and be innovative in education. So here are some ideas, again based on the book, on how can AI help learning. What is important to remember is AI tools are not a substitute for critical thinking. They're not a substitute for careful writing or the teacher, but they can help the teacher personalize education. They can help the student be a more careful and better writer, and they can help students develop those critical thinking skills that are essential. Um, so we could teach our students to use ChatGPT, for instance, to get access to ideas, uh, or to brainstorm, right, with these tools. I found, for instance, in my usage of ChatGPT, that it takes a second to keep refining your prompts in order to be able to get the right answers, right? So it is not a straightforward process, and it shouldn't be. We could teach our students to interact with ChatGPT to work on expanding their vocabulary. There are different tools such as Grammarly who can help them proofread for grammar and clarity. There are tools that can provide instant translation. This on its own is just making education more accessible to more students. What I really like is the power of AI tools to help teachers design good lesson plans and then differentiate those lesson plans, but at the same time also provide students with more targeted support, because you would have different AIs working with different students targeting different skills. Um, I think ChatGPT can be great at identifying strengths and weaknesses and biases in a piece of writing that the student can later correct and work on. It could check for citations. Uh, AI tools could provide research support as well. I've recently heard that there are tools that can help you summarize research articles, which sometimes takes a long time to read. Um, Also develop stronger arguments, rebuttals, and provide feedback. So these are all good ideas. So if we introduce AI in our classroom in this way, by legitimizing it and helping our students ask the right questions, we could turn these tools into personal assistants, as Clark said. Substitute for that much needed constant feedback. And finally, there's an idea that Holly Clark introduces in her book that I really liked. And this is something that could prevent cheating from happening, because at the end of the day, what really matters is whether our students are learning from this experience or not. And the only way to know that is to find ways to help our students document their learning. There are many different digital tools that can help us with that, such as Flip videos. Adobe Express allows you to build web pages and visuals. FigJam is a more advanced version of Jamboards. Canva is great to create visuals and infographics and graphic organizers, similar to Adobe Express. A Padlet can also be great in creating timelines or similar tools. And then we have to ask, our students to make their writing process audible and visible, or their learning about writing audible and visible, by synthesizing what they learned, identifying essential components of a process, by creating visual representations, making connections, making timelines. And definitely we should encourage collaboration, because based on learning theory, we know that we learn better if we work with other people. And even though AI tools are not people, they can still provide feedback and help us generate ideas and improve on our writing and give us feedback. So they are, in a way, helping us through collaboration. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed all this information.